The financial collapse during the Roman era, specifically the economic downfall of the Roman Empire, was caused by many interrelated factors. This collapse did not happen suddenly, but rather over a long period of time, becoming particularly noticeable from the 3rd century AD onwards. Now, I will try to explain in detail the main reasons behind this economic collapse in the Roman period. Enjoy watching. 1. Excessive military spending. Rome had to continuously support an increasing number of soldiers to protect its vast territories. Barbarian threats along the borders and internal civil wars increased military expenses. This created major deficits in the state budget. 2. Currency devaluation, inflation. The empire increased coin minting to cover its expenses. However, these newly minted coins contained increasingly less valuable metals, especially silver. Result: inflation spiraled out of control, prices rose rapidly, and the purchasing power of the people declined. 3. Increasing tax burden. To cover military and administrative expenses, taxes imposed on the people increased significantly. Small farmers living in rural areas were particularly crushed under this burden. While the wealthy could evade taxes, the poor were unable to bear the burden and went bankrupt. 4. Collapse of agriculture and weakening of the rural economy. Much of the land fell into the hands of wealthy landowners, latifundia. Small farmers either lost their land or became dependent on large landowners. Productivity decreased, production declined, and food shortages began to appear. 5. Political instability and corruption. Emperors frequently changed in the Roman Empire, with several emperors sometimes coming to power in the same year. This instability shook confidence in the economy. Corruption became widespread within the bureaucracy, and tax revenues were mismanaged. 6. Decline of trade. Roman roads and maritime trade were highly developed in the beginning. However, barbarian invasions, piracy, and civil wars made these routes unsafe. Trade slowed down, and urban economies collapsed. 7. The limits of a slave-based economy. The Roman economy was largely dependent on slave labor. But as conquests decreased, so did the supply of slaves. This increased agricultural and production costs and reduced efficiency. 8. Population decline and labor shortage. Epidemics, such as the Antonine Plague, wars, and famine significantly reduced the population. The labor shortage reduced production and tax revenues. 9. Reversal of urbanization. Life in cities became expensive and unsafe. People moved to rural areas, leading to the collapse of the urban economy. Conclusion. Rome's economic system was initially built on conquest and expansion. However, it was not based on principles of sustainability. As conquest stopped, internal turmoil, poor monetary policies, and increasing external threats gradually led to economic collapse. This collapse ultimately paved the way for the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 AD.